Yo, what's going on, guys? So, firstly, sorry for the lawn mowing and yard work noise that's going on outside. I just had to make this video, so I'm chilling here. And basically, I wanted to answer a question that I've been seeing very often in the NoFap community, and that's, can you have sex on NoFap? Does that count as a relapse? Guys, let me be straightforward with you. Absolutely, you can have sex. Having sex with girls is one of the best things ever, and every single guy is highly motivated to be able to do that. One of the biggest things that I know for me, helped me, and I know for many other guys, I know it's going to help them, is that the motivation is if you improve your life, if you get more focused, if you get more disciplined, you start hitting the gym, you start looking better, you start feeling better, you start making more money, you're making progress in your life, you're going to feel better. And the biggest motivator for that is that you're going to be able to score with hotter women. Now, whether you want a relationship or you want to just score multiple women and have like a rotation going, the higher your value is, the higher confidence that you have in yourself, the more likely that you're going to be able to get with those other women. The problem is that most guys struggle with being comfortable with their sexuality. So let me give you kind of an example. So for me, when I used to watch a lot of pornography very often, I would have a hard time having sex and I would struggle with erectile dysfunction where my dick literally wouldn't get hard, it wouldn't get up, and that shit sucks. No guy in their right mind wants that. So when I started to research it, this was over 2 years ago. When I started to research the topic of why is my penis not working, I started to figure out about NoFap, and I started not watching porn, and then all of a sudden all the problems went away after like a few weeks. Now, the biggest thing with that is that porn, because it's fake, it's not real, your reality of what sex is starts to change. Because of that, when you actually go to have sex with a regular woman, you can't get it up. I know that's been a common problem with guys as well. Your mind is so wrapped up and so excited in porn that it literally can't get excited with girls. And that's okay, guys. You're literally reprogramming your entire mind and your entire life in order to get yourself away from porn. So why would you try to screw that up and say you're not going to have sex? Because that's just some bullshit. What are you going to go the rest of your life without ejaculating? You're not going to fap, you're not going to have sex. You will be a stressed out guy. The problem lies where people cannot stay consistent on NoFap. Goes entirely into the idea that they are restricting themselves way too much. So what happens is they have no fap. They go on no fap, right? So let's say you're someone who's addicted to watching porn or you jerk off way too much. You're gonna go on no fap, which means that for an extended period of time you're trying to not fap. Then what happens is because you start to overthink it, you start to overanalyze things, you then relapse, and that's why people relapse. It goes for the same thing in health and fitness, right? It's the same thing with your nutrition. People are overweight, they go on a diet, and then they overthink it, and then they wind up overeating. It's the same idea, guys. It's the same idea. So how can you stay on NoFap and not relapse? The key is to make the conscious decision that you are going to not watch pornography anymore. It's creating that decision in your head. For most of you guys that are on NoFap, you haven't decided that you're going to quit. You haven't. You haven't decided that you're going to change your life. You have decided that you're going to go an extended period of time, or you're going to see how long you can go without it. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. You have to make the decision that you're no longer going to do it. And then guess what happens, guys? You've been going backwards this whole time in your sexuality, watching porn. Now that you stopped, just because you stopped doesn't mean that you're going to magically just start to get with women and that sex is going to be awesome and you're going to get tons of it. No, guys, it's just the first step. You have to improve yourselves. You have to look for your purpose. You have to try to get yourself in shape. You have to take health and fitness seriously. You have to take your life seriously. And then as that builds and that confidence builds, you'll start to build charisma. So now you start to develop the ability to connect with women. See, the problem with most of you, and what I see in a lot of the community, is that even after an extended period of time, there's still an uncomfortability with sex. Now, guys, let me tell you this too. There are days where I'm just tired or I'm malnourished, and sex doesn't really feel that appetizing. It doesn't feel good. I don't get it up. Look, it happens. Should it happen often? Hell fucking no. Afterwards, after I was able to just get some sleep and eat again, I was good to go. Now, your problem may be that there's a little bit of anxiety behind sex, because especially if you are used to ejaculating to porn, when you start to have sex, you may have an issue. I'm not going to say for everybody. If you have a lower case with porn and maybe you just stop watching it and all of a sudden it starts working, but for some guys, you're going to have a difficult time making that transition. It's all about relaxing, guys. What most people do when they go into sex is that they just overthink it. They start to overanalyze. They want the girl to feel good. They're worried about going down on the girl and all this shit. They want to be freaky. They want to like do a bunch of weird shit with their ass and feet and stuff. You guys got to chill the fuck out. You have to breathe. You have to meditate. You have to relax. If you relax and you just let it be and you just be during the sex is going to be great. Trust me. Also, make sure that you're in a good environment to do it, too. That will decrease the amount of anxiety you have. But the point being is, don't try to restrict yourself from sex. Look at NoFap as the conscious decision to stop doing what you're doing, which is watching porn and masturbating too much, and you will actually start to see a difference in your character. And when you see a difference in your character, you're going to start to connect to girls better. And then your anxiety is going to go down. And then as you get used to interacting with girls, you're going to become more comfortable with sex. It's just going to take some time, guys. But every time that you have those weak points, you want to be able to look back, reflect, and understand why you maybe you have relapsed. Maybe we figure out why you haven't been able to get it up. Why have you been having anxiety around sex? That is the real question, not if you can or can't have sex on NoFap, because that's some bullshit. But anyway, guys, stop touching your dicks. Let's go and get some of these women. They're out there, yo. You're going to just feel good about yourself. Don't overthink things. If you got questions, leave them in the comments. Peace out. Bye.